introduce myself, I'm just going to start talking. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. I'm here to talk about something exciting and new that's coming up for all of us in Toastmasters. The new program for education for the clubs. Today I'm going to talk about why we need a revitalized education program and where the project stands today. This isn't going to be a comprehensive presentation about everything about the program, just some introductory material about what's going on. In 2010, Toastmasters International developed a strategic plan. Included in that plan was a review of our education program, what we're doing good and what we can improve on. The board identified some skills and competencies that we are really, really good at, and also some things that need to be changed in order to go forward and have a good program. The first thing they looked at was some of the problems that we face with our current education program. The first point of this one is the existing program is confusing. And they gave an example to show. I'm going to step out front. In our current program, I'm sure you all have seen this diagram. It's in your manuals. A new member starts, they get a competent communication manual and a competent leadership manual. I've seen instances where someone says, competent leadership, what do I have to do for that? And you say, well, you got a manual, and they said, I did. So when you first sign up, you get a competent communication manual and a competent leadership manual. Once you've completed 10 projects in competent communication, you move on to the advanced communication track. And same with competent leadership track. This looks very easy. The diagram doesn't look too complicated, but then they diagrammed what people see when they look at the program. And this is what people see when they look at what they need to do to finish their awards. It's kind of confusing. There's the Advanced Leader, or the Advanced Communication Series, that's the 15 advanced manuals. You do two for each of the advanced communication tracks. But there's also the Better Speaker Series, the Successful Club Series, the Leadership Excellence Series. And some people don't know which series they're supposed to do a presentation out of for which awards. For the Communication, Advanced Communicator Silver, you have to do Better Speaker and or Successful Club. You can't do Leadership Excellence for that one. If you do, you're not going to get your award, like one of the members in my home club did. He did one of these Leadership Excellence ones and did a great job of it and didn't get his Advanced Communicator Silver until he did another presentation. Well, on the leadership track, you also have, for Advanced Leader Silver, you have to do leadership, well, no, Advanced Leader, yeah, Silver, you need to do Leadership Excellence and Successful Club presentations. You can't do from the Better Speaker Series. For Advanced Communicator Gold, you have to do something from one of these series, which I did when I did Parliamentary Procedure in Action. Good for me. I didn't know I needed it, but now I'm glad I did it. So it gets confusing, and one problem that they discovered, I'm going to back up to the previous slide. In the 2011 to 2012 program year, competent communicator was earned by 10% of Toastmasters worldwide. Only 10% of Toastmasters are finishing competent communicator. They have to do that before they can get to any of these other awards, including the Advanced Leader Awards. Competent leader less than 2% of Toastmasters worldwide are getting their competent leader. And that's a problem because they want everyone to get here. And so if you're not even getting here, the program isn't really serving you right. Well, I'm going to go on. So what are we going to do about that? There's also other problems. Many of the projects are outdated. A lot of Toastmasters look at some of the advanced projects and say, what am I going to do with that? I'll never use that in my everyday life. A lot of members also want to use more technology in their presentations. And a lot of the presentations that we have in our manuals now don't really involve a lot of technology. And so some of the real world needs of the members aren't being met. And as a result, the members aren't getting their education awards. So in the recent past, they've reviewed the existing materials. They have a group called Learning Masters, and these Learning Masters have been going one piece at a time through all of the education programs of Toastmasters and determining what is working and what isn't working. The leader of that Learning Masters group is Pat Johnson, who was here last week to TLI. They've also selected an instructional design partner to design the new materials, and they've matched the competencies that we have currently with the new program. Some of the strengths that we have as Toastmasters is that we teach people how to speak in public, how to be comfortable with public speaking. That is an excellent strength, and we're keeping that. We also are good at teaching people how to lead and manage, and also how to do interpersonal communication. We do table topics, which help us to learn how to speak when we haven't thought it through beforehand. We can speak off the cuff. We teach people how to lead strategically, and we also do a really good job of building confidence for people getting up in front of a crowd.